I think that I'm learning a valuable life skill about being comfortable being uncomfortable because I think that I have been learning a lot, but I feel like I'm like in way over my head. And that's just how it's gonna be for the entirety of this course. I'm Sam Berman. I was teaching disabled and elderly people computer literacy, and I was also looking for a full-time job, and I couldn't find a job for like 2 years while I was teaching part-time. So I decided learning to code, if I didn't end up as a web developer, that it would be at least a good thing to have in my cache, because I really eventually want to help other disabled people use computers and like use smartphones more easily. I'm a one-handed typist, which has led me to just have to push even harder at keeping up and like staying extra hours. And I think the blog that I started is really helping to like work through those challenges. It's called Cerebral Palsy. The theme is basically just my journey as learning to code as a person with a disability. I handwrite it and then I take pictures of the handwritten posts, so it's multimedia. So it's kind of cool because that's become part of the creative element of the blog, on top of the writing itself. Part of the challenge is just doing the things that make you uncomfortable for the sake of having the experience, because the next time you do them, they'll be done easier and they'll be easier to do. My experience so far has been a constant roller coaster. There are just a lot of ups and downs and a full course of emotions that go along with it. I get very excited. Sometimes I'm just very bummed out sometimes, but overall it's been a great experience. We started our group projects and my group mates are great. They are very laid back, very fair. We're building a music influences family tree, but for musical influences. You type in an artist, and then you can trace the artist's roots. I think the presentation went well. We won a free domain name for a year, so I mean that speaks to our project being a good project. I'm constantly thinking, I'm constantly doing things that I'm not ready to do. And that's part of the experience, part of the challenge. So my solo project is called Food Roulette, and it allows you to grab a restaurant recommendation based on your current location, the type of food you want to eat, as well as a radius in meters. And it will give you one result with the name, the address, the phone number, the rating. Overall, I'm happy with it, and I hope to expand it in the future and further improve my skills. The entire process of being a boot camper at NYCDA is definitely a roller coaster. I've learned a lot and I've grown a lot as a person, and I feel relieved and also like empowered, but also terrified. I can't understate that enough. Like, it is very scary, but no one can find their path without the unknown and without not knowing where things are going. Don't get caught up in it and don't dwell in it, because it's part of the process. And if you just accept it as part of the process, then it's not so scary.